Julian Placino and Foster Williams, the job problem.
Career search at CityWorks. Career search at CityWorks. Come on, man. Y'all making me.
Give us your comments on LinkedIn Live. Jake Melton in the house.
No. Tell us, Foster, what's it about?
Who? Yeah, no.
What show is this? Whose show
This is the Who You Know Job Networking show.
Because
what you know is important.
But
who you know can make all the difference.
It will.
In your job search.
It will. You might even get a job with Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
man.
So it's your boy Trevor Houston in the house, financial services professional, and your host of the Who You Know Job Networking show. We've got some very special guests with us today. Adriena Lopez, what's going on? How you doing? Brittney, what's your last name?
Boba.
Brittney Boba. How are you doing?
You won't find her on LinkedIn.
No, you won't.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll get her there.
Can we just call you BB?
And super excited to have you back with us today, Jilll Johnson.
Jilll Johnson.
All right.
The star of last week's show.
Thank you.
So we're excited about this show. Got a lot of great content to get through today, so we're going to get to it. But before we do that, I want to just say something. For those of you that were at Frisco Connect yesterday, thank you so much for allowing me to be a little bit vulnerable. There's some things going on, personally and professionally, and things behind the scenes that are, the enemy's real and present. But you know what? God is there, and if He's for us, who can be against us, right? So I had a moment of weakness, and the outpour of love and support that came from our network was just phenomenal. We love you so much. So I want to take a moment, just really give a shout out of thanks to our network. Man, we absolutely love you. Thank you so much for all the hugs and prayers. And Foster,
comments.
I know, and your comments. We love you guys so much.
Yeah, all those comments.
And Foster, I know you've got some things going on too. So why don't we just say a quick prayer for the show and for our listeners?
Absolutely. And for everybody in McGregor, Texas, guys, let's take a moment of silence before our prayer for Jonathan Smith. Jonathan is my absolute best friend in the whole wide world, and everything that I do, honestly, I saw him do in the community. So what I do now, I had a good mentor all of my life. Thank you. So, Father God, we thank you for the opportunities you give us in life. We thank you for our knowledge of you and you showing us that you're real. Thank you for the people that you have chose to cross our paths with. We are all looking for that perfect opportunity, but perfect, we don't know what perfect is, but you know where you want us to be next. And we're reaching out to you to trust that. And we ask that you continue to provide for us in the interim. All of these things we pray, and we praise your holy name. In Jesus' name we pray, and strengthen the Smith family in McGregor, Texas, where I am a part of that Smith family. Thank you for showing me the light. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I want to point out something, Foster, that you said, because God's plan is perfect, right?
It is.
And so it feels imperfect to us, and, kind of like what Trevor and I are going through with, being under attack, and, hopefully it doesn't impact the network, but, there are some things that we're dealing with, trying to work through as far as getting things to continue the way they are.
Absolutely.
And, sometimes it doesn't feel perfect, but especially if we're out of work, right? And we're beating our head against that wall, but it's happening perfectly because his plan is perfect. So.
It is.
And his timing is perfect.
Yes.
You don't always see it when you're in the middle of it.
Foster, but it is.
His timing is always perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's usually a blessing on the other side, right? So, I mean, like I'll give you an example, like what was going on with my house. My house is a mess right now. I had a flood at my house.
5 months later.
Oh, I'm still dealing with it. And but when it's all done, it's going to be nice.
It will be.
It's going to be real nice. So anyways.
We go through a number of things in life like that, and then we realize, oh, God knows what he's doing. When we get through it, thing, because he's got this under, and his children. Oh no, we're his children, and he is not going to let nothing happen to us like that.
Yep,
I'm sorry,
absolutely.
it ain't going to happen.
Well, I want to give a special shout out to our audience real quick. We've got Meg Rose online with us. Hey, Meg Rose. Paul, what's going on, Paul? See you out there. Carlos, hey, how are you doing?
Carlos.
Yeah,
Sheila.
Hey,
Yep.
Sheila.
We've got Stephen Swain with us today. How are you doing, Stephen? Good to see you.
Good to talk with you earlier.
Of course, Jilll Johnson's in the studio with us today.
Jim,
so.
we got
Hey,
Jim
how
Bridgman,
you doing?
and we got Harvey Anu.
Yeah, good to see you with us today. Guys, thank you so much again for all of the prayers. We hear you and all your support. Thank you so much. We are going to keep this thing rocking and rolling.
Yep.
It's funny that we're on this God thing today because we got Chick-fil-A in there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
You know what? Hey, part of what keeps us going is you guys. Right?
Oh,
you
for
guys
sure.
are listeners, so here's what we need you to do. Don't forget there's that little arrow down at the button of your screen, or little arrow button down at the bottom of your screen.
Hit the share button.
Make sure that you click on that and share it. Post it out to your networks. You don't know who might be in your network that needs this information.
Yeah, they'll hear it, and it could impact their lives and in a positive way. So definitely hit that share button. We appreciate you.
Brother Dan Cathy in Atlanta. Hello.
Hey.
Hotlanta.
Well, let's talk about some landings. We got some landings.
Yeah, we do. We got one of them right here. I'm looking at one.
Everybody give a big round of applause. Let's see some hands on LinkedIn for Jilll Johnson. Woo! Jill.
JJ Consulting. Yes, sir.
Love it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Jill, we absolutely love you. We got to, meet you in our workshop, and have just taken our relationship further and heard you speak yesterday at Frisco Connect, and you blew me away. I was not expecting that.
It's awesome.
Every time you just blow me away. So I'd love to hear a little bit about your journey and kind of what you landed and how it all came about.
Well, I landed and came about because of God. And
Amen.
I just have to say that
know
first.
that for real.
My journey has been trial and error, I think, humbling, and absolutely the most amazing interactions and networking group of people I've ever come in contact with. And that's saying a lot. I mean, I've had a lot of great opportunities in life, and the last 3 months have been incredibly challenging and equally rewarding at the same time. So I first just want to thank everybody who has supported me and prayed for me and has encouraged me. And that includes these 3 men at this table right now. And I thank you. I've been part of Frisco Connect and part of the Who You Know Show networking group and the networking workshop, which was awesome. And I learned some things that I never thought that I would either need or use, to include BombBomb Video, which I talked about quite a bit last week.
Yep.
Bing,
And I talked about it yesterday when I had an opportunity to present to the Frisco Connect group, and again today with the South Lake HR group. And really, I firmly believe in rehumanizing our interactions with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an amazing opportunity to take what we are doing from a networking and a connecting standpoint to the next level, and allowing ourselves the opportunity to differentiate and truly stay connected. When the interview is done, the interview isn't done, but it is if you let it be. And when you connect with people, you can be done or you can follow up, and it's how you're going to do that. And are you going to just send the email of a thank you, or are you going to send a BombBomb video and a video thank you that genuinely they hear and see you one more time? And it makes all the difference.
It does.
And I have been blessed. Been working on negotiations for a couple days now, and I am excited to say that I have landed at Samsung.
Yay! Hey, guess what I got? Look at that. Look at that.
Hey.
You like that? You like that? That's a Samsung.
That's a Samsung.
Yeah, that's a Samsung.
So I'm going to have a
Samsung.
Hey. I'm going to have a great opportunity to build relationships and train. And
that's what you're good at. That's
I can't wait
gift.
to be part of the team.
I've thrown that word gift and
It is.
gifting at Jill for a couple of weeks now. She's like, Foster, don't shut up about this gift. But when she said differentiate, guys, every one of us, especially in the studio, I'm looking, we have talked a little bit before the show. Each one of us have a very easy to see gifting that's from God. And you know why he did that? Because he did it on purpose. And we're going to find in our lifetimes that we are going to serve our gifting.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Somebody thought about this.
If you were at Frisco Connect yesterday and you heard Jilll Johnson speak,
Wow.
Okay, I want you to put hashtag gift in the comment section. Okay,
Meg
if you were
Rose.
at Frisco Connect, put hashtag gift.
Meg Rose
Thank you.
just wrote, "Congrats, big sis."
Hey, and Tommy Crenshaw said hashtag bomb bomb.
We saw Meg Rose this morning.
We did see her this morning.
You know, who was? Oh, Tracy Lancaster posted. She posted, "Happy Wednesday, good news coming soon." Hashtag
Ooh.
hired.
Oh,
So we
Tracy.
need to-
right.
yeah, we need to hear that as soon as it's off the press, Tracy. Let
Hey,
us know.
Mitch Jacobs, good to see you online with us. How are you doing? Hope you're
Oh, we
having a
got
blessed
Carlos.
day.
Dan
Carlos
Chase
Peña.
landed down. He's got to move down to Katy. He landed with a big RV company, Holiday World RV.
Oh,
He
Awesome.
is the CFO. And then also this morning in HR, we didn't see somebody in HR because they landed.
All right.
Oh my God.
Jill, I want you to see this. You got
Yep.
all these comments coming in.
Yep.
Gift,
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 gift, gift. Like, look, you have a gift, and I'm so glad to see that God has called
Oh,
you
wow.
back
Here
to
we
it.
go.
It's phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Let's give
Kimberly
some.
Sutterth was the one that I was talking about, you guys.
Let's give another special congratulations. There's a few more here that we want to give a shout out to. So,
Yeah.
another very, very special person to me, Miss Janelle Brown Short. Congratulations.
Oh.
She just blew me away yesterday as well.
Yeah.
she came
she's
over.
got that type
She came over to me after I spoke and just grabbed me, gave me a big old hug and said a big old prayer over me, and just had me in tears. So, Janelle, I love you. Appreciate you. You're the bomb.com.
Yeah.
You know,
Simple as that.
Um,
Point.
That's it.
Mic drop.
And congratulations.
Yep. Definitely congratulations.
Hey, Hope Mengita.
Oh.
Wonder who that is. She said, "Hi, everyone. Love Chick-fil-A."
Oh.
Oh, my
So
God.
let's give
Adriena.
a special round of applause and some hands on LinkedIn for Hope Mengita, okay? Because guys, she is the hope. She's the
She
glue.
is.
She's the glue behind all this. Our assistant who really helps behind the scenes, does so much work, and she doesn't always get the credit for it
Yeah.
because she's behind the scenes. Like we're the face of everything, but she's the one that
She
does
holds it together.
She's
Sir, yes,
the
sir.
glue
I
that
couldn't-
binds.
I couldn't do all this without her. So Hope, thank you so
Yep.
much.
Hope, we
you.
love you.
Thank you,
I mean, our motto is hope anyway. Help
Yep.
one person every
Yep.
day. I mean, come on now.
Come on, son.
Who else we got landed?
Congratulations to Kathleen McGregor.
Kathleen McGregor.
Hey.
Kathleen
some
landed
hands.
about a week ago, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Me and Jill forgot. Well, Jill didn't know. I knew, and I forgot to say that.
Thank you, Foster.
Kathleen, we love you.
And another very, very special congratulations to Lisa Stratzer. Did I say-
Statzer.
Statzer.
Statzer, yeah.
Statzer. So she actually
Hey,
landed
Lisa.
at New York Live. Congratulations.
Wow.
Hey,
See that?
I see my buddy Gene up there, Gene DeForbritis. He just moved. They just moved to Texas.
So Lisa,
met
if we
yesterday.
see you at the office, give us a special shout out. We'd love to see you up there at the office. So congratulations to Lisa. Very, very good news. Let's talk about events.
Okay.
What we
All
got
right.
coming up?
Well,
We just had
we just had Career Search at
Search at
CityWorks, and we already outgrew that place. If you were at Career Search at CityWorks, I would like to hear your comments. Put hashtag CityWorks in the comments section if you were there. I know that it got packed, it got hot,
know it was
got
hot.
tight.
Yeah, we opened the
Hot,
doors
hot.
because normally we had the doors open for flow.
Yeah, so people could walk
around.
through. Yep,
And that was just
the
not.
wrong.
Yeah.
And then the
Not when
sun
it's-
took over.
Then not when it's 100 degrees.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So we have decided that for the future, I think our new home will be the Omni.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to agree. to that.
Career
Well-
Expo at the Omni.
Yeah.
Do your voice, Mark.
You guys help us think of a what do you call it?
It's-
Jingle?
Catchphrase.
It's gonna be the-
Catchphrase. Y'all help us think of a catchphrase.
do
for
your
them.
do your voice.
It's going to
Mark.
be the Omni Career Extravaganza. This Sunday.
Love it. Love it. Here's my idea too. So here, you guys want to put this out there, right? So we got to have vision and ideas and all that. So we'll have the Omni will be a much more wide open room.
Yeah.
The companies can come out and fill the room up and have all the different companies out like we usually do, and then there'll be plenty of space for everybody to walk through. But then we'll have a VIP section. So this is the exciting part. Have a VIP section for our live audience, and we'll be giving out VIP tickets. And if you're in the VIP section, then you're almost guaranteed that you're going to get some kind of gift, some kind of giveaway from the sponsors, right? Because we're going to do raffle giveaways. So you're going to be there, and then you'll also get backstage passes.
What?
Yeah.
Van Halen.
Here's where it gets fun. We're going to take you across the catwalk, across the Ford Center, to the Cowboys Club and have an after party with the sponsors. So you'll actually get to meet and greet all of those companies that come out and are part of this event.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
how
thought you
cool
were
is
going to
that?
say with
That'd
Right
be a
Said Fred
really- yeah.
Right.
on the catwalk.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Oh no.
Look at Trevor's face right now.
Anything but that one. Anything but that group.
I don't know.
He was just like,
I don't.
oh, no, you didn't.
No.
Simple Minds sang a song up on the catwalk back
Wow.
in the 80s.
Wow.
80s rock.
Wow. So, ooh, I love this. Okay, so we got some comments coming in. John Sparenberg says, hashtag
Good job.
OmniJobs. Barry Lyons. Hey, you doing, Barry? Good to see you.
Barry,
Hashtag
thanks, buddy.
CityWorks. Let's see what else we
Carlos
got.
Peña.
Tommy Lindsay,
hashtag
how you doing?
CityWorks.
He says, Tommy Lindsay says, where can I find out about CityWorks? CityWorks is gone, man. I'm going to tell you that right now.
We appreciate CityWorks.
For the event. For the event.
For the event. No, we
For
love
the event.
CityWorks. They've been great to us. It just, we outgrew it, right?
Yeah.
There's
We
just
had
350, 400 people.
What a
Too
problem
many
to
people for
have.
that. Yeah.
I said this at Frisco Connect yesterday. There's a reason why they don't do job fairs at restaurants. And we figured out why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yep. So it's all good though. We love them, and we'll probably, we're going to keep
Tommy-
that relationship so that we can do future things.
Yeah.
with them,
Thank
but-
you, twins.
Tommy,
Yes.
what you need to do is you need to plug in with Trevor Houston and Mark Elder and Foster Williams. Make sure that you're connected with us on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
You'll see
Tommy
the
and I
information. You're gonna get notifications of the next event.
He says, too hot, eh? Yeah. Yeah, it got hot.
Yeah.
It got real
Yeah,
sweaty.
We are
I
in
was doing
Texas.
the radio show and the sun just came over right on me. And look at me, I got a tan. Look, it turned to be yellow.
Oh,
Wow,
Mark, you cracked
Mark.
me
Turned
up.
to be.
Mark can
Wow.
do that. I actually could, but I'm a little bit.
So
Reserved.
I don't know what happened.
I got to ask a question to our studio behind the scenes
Monkey butt.
Monkey Butt. What's going on, Monkey Butt?
What's going on with you?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
It's been a couple weeks, man. So I just want to say I appreciate you. I love you, man, and thank you for all your hard work at
Thank you for
CityWorks.
putting up with Foster and Jill.
I'm wondering what you mean a couple of weeks. Weren't you here last week?
No, I wasn't. I was in Seattle last week.
Oh, that's
Foster was
right.
here. Yeah. So I haven't seen you since CityWorks, so I wanted to.
No wonder you didn't look familiar.
Meg Rose says, Mark, we love you.
Mark, my clock though, I'm looking at it now.
So I knew you were getting there.
Mhm.
I
You knew
was
that's
just
where I was
waiting
going?
for you. Yeah, you had to butter me up with everything else.
Yeah.
How awesome I am, how
on
cool
with
I
the
am, and
clock,
everything.
man.
But then the timer sucks.
You know he like Flavor Flav. He got to have that clock now.
I don't know when our commercials are, man. I'm
Well,
looking at.
you already passed it.
Oh, we're already past it. Okay, all right.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, we're
Another one
right.
bites the dust.
You go to commercial break
LinkedIn.
whenever you feel like
Well,
you need to go.
well, let's go
and-
to commercial break now.
Okay. And I'll change the timer.
Well, thank you so much.
The family's back.
Wow. So we're back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And LinkedIn
And we're
Live.
already back.
LinkedIn Live. We want to talk at you.
Yeah, let's
So,
talk.
Okay, so one of the things that we always like to do online is we like to find out what you're searching for. Okay, so put hashtag IT, project management, QA, accounting and finance, whatever it is that you do.
Recruiters are looking.
Yep, go ahead and put that in the comments section. Also, there's something else that you had two super valuable questions yesterday. I actually wrote them down, and so I want to ask this to the audience. The first one is, what is your dream job
Yeah.
and why?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to put that in the comment section. What is your dream job and why? And it could be maybe you want to own your own business, or maybe it's Toyota. I don't know, dream company, your own business, whatever it is.
Wow.
Put your dream job and then why?
Chick-fil-A.
The why is super important. The why is super important. And then what is your biggest concern right now? The biggest concern that you're going through right now, and why? So I want you to put that in the comment section for us. We'd like
I
to.
bet I know what some of those concerns are going to be.
Yeah.
I
And-
just want to know why Mark wants to be a lion tamer.
Yeah, he says because lions rock.
Because lions rock.
The bears.
Hey, Rocky,
Go back, go.
watch me pull this rabbit on my hat.
Well, the reason
Oh, I
why I
love
think
that.
those two questions are so important is because self-awareness, number one, okay, self-awareness. But number two, it's also about your focus, right? I think,
Absolutely.
where your focus becomes your reality. And so, a lot of times when you have negative things going on in life, you can focus on those negative things. My son, last night, he just had a tooth pulled, right? And
Oh, man.
yeah. And he was all like, "I'm not gonna be able to eat candy on Halloween." Like that's his life. He's
bless
like,
his heart.
my life is over. And I'm like,
Come
"No,
on,
your life is not over."
Now, come on. Now.
And his focus was on that, and I'm like, we got to focus on other things, right?
You just put a
And,
candy corn up in there.
Put a candy corn.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
Tooth Fairy, hi.
yeah,
Hello.
Tooth Fairy. I'm like, yeah, focus on the
Good
positive.
stuff.
You
Yeah.
get some money,
For
some
sure.
cheddar.
You can like put a straw there and drink out of the hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Would that be a Chick-fil-A sweet tea?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A sweet tea. Ding ding. Hit that ding ding.
Hit that ding ding. Right here. It is. You see what it looks like? There it is.
There
There
it
it is. There it is.
All right, let's look at some of these comments here. So let's see what we got. Tracy Lancaster
Ebony
says.
Lucas is checked in with us.
So Tracy Lancaster
Ed.
says implementation, project management, software development, concerns none. I'm happy. It is all so good.
Meg
Love it.
Rose, engineering management.
Ebony Lucas, how are you? Good to see you.
Carlos
Oh, yeah.
Pena, pricing strategy.
Meg Rose
Rafiq-
says smoothie king.
Rafiq Ali,
Yeah,
project
she's probably
management.
looking at my Chick-fil-A because I usually have Smoothie King sitting up.
Oh, Harvey, thank you for clarifying. His first hashtag was hashtag protein biochemistry, and then he later went on to write biomedical research. So I guess that
There you
clears that up.
Mhm.
Jim Brigman, so he says red hat or I can't say that. Nutanix?
Unix.
Linux.
No.
Red Hat
Oh,
is a
Nutanix.
Linux product.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm an IT
They are
recruiter.
tech
so I'm
companies. I don't know about tech companies, Jim. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I
You
know.
need to talk with
I
Mark
know all
about
about
that.
Trevor's the
Jim, we'll talk
wrong
about that.
person to ask about
Mm-mm.
tech.
I know how to use tech.
Michelle Barrett is with us.
Oh, Tracy said, I have leads on project management opportunity.
Hey,
Long-term
Nice.
contract.
Very cool.
Yep. Contact her. So Tracy Lancaster.
Craig says, biggest concern that I'm missing opportunities due to my inexperience with job searching.
Well, you're listening to the right show to start.
Yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
Jill will understand this. It says, Michelle Barrett says the problem nowadays is that a lot of training is done through WebEx. So you don't have the opportunity to interact like you do with classroom training.
These are great, great questions and concerns and jobs and all that good stuff. But we got to get back to the show. So, welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
Where what you know is important,
But
But who you know?
who y'all know.
who you know can make
Jill
all
knows
the
people at
difference.
Samsung.
I do.
That's right.
Well, we have very special guest with us. Chick-fil-A is in the house with us today.
Chick-fil-A.
Eat more cows, right?
Eat more chicken.
Chicken.
Oh, eat more cow.
Eat more chicken.
So we got
Wow.
Adriena
Man, I messed that one
Lopez
up, man.
and Brittney. Say it again.
Boba.
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 Boba, yeah.
I'm going to let you know. Everybody knows this about me. I'm awful with names. Just saying. So,
and technology.
and technology. No, I can use it.
He can use
Technology
it.
terms.
Yeah, technology terms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for coming and thank you for the sweet tea and the cookies.
Yeah.
Having us.
We're in
so
Texas. We got
excited.
sweet tea. You Californians, you guys hear that?
And one other thing too. Hold on, y'all have the
Oh my
best.
God.
Ice. You hear that ice?
Y'all got the best ice. I'm just gonna say
Oh
it right
my
now.
Popeyes ain't got no ice like that.
Everybody that knows me knows I like to chew ice. So, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're crazy. I know we're silly. Tell us a little bit about your journey and how you came to be with Chick-fil-A. I hear you guys have a phenomenal culture, so I'm just going to open the floor to you.
Awesome. Well, I have all my experience in the medical field, and so I was managing chiropractic companies, working in trauma hospitals, working in the ICU, and
Your life is so exciting.
And of
It
course,
is.
God has a purpose and a plan. And so I actually live in Fort Worth, but I make a beautiful commute to Plano every day because I absolutely love what I do. And so,
You live in Fort Worth?
yes, I
Wow.
do.
Wow.
Cowtown.
Wow.
Cowtown.
Yeah, that's a long commute.
Funky town in the hills.
Yes. But so I decided to start applying for jobs, and I had a friend who was working at Chick-fil-A, and I was like, maybe it'll work out. I didn't really pursue it, but it pursued me, and God opened up doors for me to be there. And so it's just been honestly exactly what I needed for right now. And so I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was even close to what I needed. And so now I'm there, and I get to do HR and hiring people, payroll, ordering supplies, just kind of the behind the scenes person. But I love doing that. I love creating company culture there and kind of just embracing. I like to say that we're a family. And so it really does feel
You
like we're a
guys are.
family there. So I love that. And I would drive another hour. I would drive 2 hours
Wow.
for them.
No, that
Yeah.
says a lot.
Did you
Yeah.
hire Brittney?
No.
did?
Brittney
I
was
did
at
her
Chick-fil-A before me.
orientation. Yeah. That was
You know, you just hit upon something which I think is very key because, you know, a lot of companies are embracing and pursuing the employee experience right now, the employment experience. But Chick-fil-A has always had a great company culture, a great employee
Yeah.
experience. Can you talk a little bit about that, the culture and how it's fostered and what you all do?
I
for
like that.
For sure. So I think it kind of just starts off with orientation. So I'll kind of talk about that a bit. We have the way that we serve our guests is biblical. And so we serve our guests according to second mile service. So that is just an example of in biblical times, Roman soldiers would be carrying stuff and civilians were required to walk a mile with that stuff. And then Jesus just goes on to say, hey, go that second mile. So we display that with our guests, but I feel like we also do that with our team members. I don't know how
You
many
do.
times that, you know, we've had, you know, me personally, I've been sick or ill, and it's not just like a, hey, get back. It's a, hey, how are you? Do you need anything? Can I get you something? And so it really is dependent on the heart of the people, you know, and so we don't just hire anybody. That's a big thing to us too. You want to make sure we hire people who care. Of course, there's things you can teach people, but there's also things that, you know, they just kind of have to have in them before they come work with us. So it first starts off with the heart behind everybody. And then I think after that, it just becomes normal. It's not a chore. It's not a task. It's just what we love to do. We love to serve people.
I love that. So when you have purpose and you have the key word that we always use is passion,
Ding, 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 ding.
right? And having that servant's heart, I think it all comes through. You got to love what you do. So
For sure.
the culture there I know is amazing. I've heard people talk about how they like to steal Chick-fil-A employees because of the training and the culture and everything that you receive, and the customer service phenomenal, right? So
For sure.
It is phenomenal.
I've heard people say that they literally will go out of their way to try to steal a Chick-fil-A employee.
Right.
Adri, stay at your job, girl.
So what kind of positions, what are you looking for right now? You know, if there was, you know, our audience is listening, they're thinking, you know, I want to go connect with Chick-fil-A. What kind of roles are out there?
I'll let Brittney take this one.
Oh, there's so many. We go from team members to management. It's just a variety of stuff. Team members on a daily basis will serve our guests with honor, dignity, and respect. That's something that Chick-fil-A wants to instill. The core purpose of Chick-fil-A is to be faithful stewards of all that God's entrusted us, and to have a positive influence on all that come into contact with Chick-fil-A. So we want our team members to represent that. Or our store's mission statement is to create excellence in caring for one another. I'm really bad
To
to say
pursue
that.
excellence in caring for our guests, each other, and our community.
Oh, well.
So that's for our store, but we're always hiring for anything.
Yeah,
I
we're in a
have
growing
never,
area.
I have never, ever, ever been to a Chick-fil-A that I did not have excellent service.
She said,
I was like,
she
Oh
said,
man, I had Brittany on that one. Never.
paused so
And
long.
and I want to say this as well. Guess who was the first company to support the Career Search Network? Chick-fil-A.
oh, love it.
It was nice. We had a lot of Chick-fil-A products at our meetings.
That's awesome.
So I know you're saying you're always hiring for great talent. What are you specifically looking for in, say, the next 30, 60, 90 days, and how does somebody go about coming on board with you?
For sure. So I start off with looking at what we expect of our team and making sure that what I'm expecting is what I'm also hiring. So start off with the basics, of course, eye contact, speaking with enthusiasm, sharing a smile, and the last one would be having a connection. And those are actually part of our what we call core 4. So I tell guests or team members all the time, if you're not doing that with me in an interview, you're not going to do it with a guest. Excellent. And so that's super important to me when I'm interviewing, that they're doing that. And so that's the first thing I'm looking for. After that, I really just like to get the heart of people. So I'll ask them, what they do in their spare time, find out if they're volunteering, if they're, whatever. I just like to hear people's story and hear their heart. I think you really get to know a person then. And sometimes, your resume does show your experience, but sometimes you need that connection behind the resume, and that just goes a lot further for me most of the time.
Thank you.
Man,
I agree.
Michelle Barrett said,
Jill
I
and I
remember
like
that back in the day, coupons for a free sandwich.
We still have them.
Michelle's been around us a long time.
You still have them.
Michelle helped me
On
build the
some of our
Career
receipts
Search
we do.
Network.
Yeah, so every 5th receipt, there will be a survey. And if you fill it out, you get a free spicy or free regular sandwich.
Oh,
Well,
that's
you get a-
spicy, champ.
Oh, you get a spicy chicken?
That's spicy.
You get a spicy chicken sandwich?
Always energy with food.
Oh man. So talk to me
I'm
about
not gonna
some of the higher level roles, like anything HR related, accounting, anything like that.
IT.
For sure.
On the corporate side?
Ed would be helpful, an IT person, because right now I just have to figure it out as I go.
Yeah. Okay.
So we are actually located near what I like to call corporate America. So we have so much potential for growth where we're located. And so with that, we're growing very rapidly. And so there's positions right now that we are setting out for the future. And it could be as early as tomorrow. It could be as late as 3 months from now. Our operator is really big on saying that we hire exceptional people all the time. We're not going to wait. We're going to hire you if you're exceptional. So there's definitely opportunities for financial coordinators, as well as marketing and catering is growing a lot. And so I know he wants an assistant manager with him too. So
Okay. What about is there a website? Like, where do I
Yes.
send people? So I want to send this audience. They're like, you know what? I love Chick-fil-A. I'm going to go get me either a sandwich or apply for a job.
Spicy chicken sandwich.
Or both.
Or both.
And waffle fries.
It's
Yes.
all the waffle
With
fries.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yes. CFAPlano.com.
Hold on.
And lemonade.
Hold on. CFA what?
Plano.com.
Plano. Oh, that's not how you spell Plano.
Oh, wow.
.com. Let me pull this up.
And that Plano store, guys, is right over by Toyota.
Monkey Bud, if I can get you to pull this up whenever it pop my internet's slow. There it is.
That's us.
Do
CFA Plano.
Do Toyota employees get a discount?
I can remember.
We
that
are
address.
actually wanting to start doing a Toyota Tuesday. So them and something with Nebraska Furniture Mart, because they're right next to us as well. So we're looking into that.
You guys are sandwich.
Oh, and that Shields is going to open, right?
Yes, I'm
Right there,
so
too. Yeah.
excited about that.
That'll be cool.
What's
There's
going to
a
open,
Ferris
Mark?
wheel inside.
It's this huge sporting goods store. It's bigger than, what is it? Bass Pro Shops.
Oh,
Yeah, it's huge, and it's the biggest one that Shills ever has created.
oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's
got-
moving to Frisco.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's moving.
Well, that's
first.
Plano.
Plano, Frisco.
That's Plano.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
the corridor, right?
Yeah. North house.
I remember when Plano was nothing but horses and land, and oh my God.
And you were on account. Never mind.
Wow.
Wow.
Eat more chicken, girl.
Drop that mic.
That was what we call in the hood on time.
Our guests are probably like, what is going on?
Michelle, are you with
What
me?
is going on? You guys
Michelle
you
is
guys
with
are
us.
cray.
And she says spicy is the best.
So good.
So good. As they say at the Cowboys
Ooh,
Club,
she put an E
so
on it.
good.
So good.
So
good.
good.
So good.
So good.
Oh, it's-
That's their calling card. Like that's their culture
that's
there.
their thing.
You're like, hey, how's it
Carrie
going?
Noel,
So
man.
good.
What's up?
He says it's the pickle.
That's their my pleasure.
Yeah, that is their my pleasure. Yep. That's right.
Wow, we're crazy
So,
on this
I'm
show.
going
Let
Chick-fil-A
me ask
after
you,
this.
because Chick-fil-A's structure is a little bit unique because they're corporately owned, right? But they're run by. It's not like a franchise. I mean, it's run by a local individual, though, right, or a local outfit. So, is your location unique, and it's just one of I guess just the single owned
Yeah.
site, and then each one is singularly owned, or do some people have, I guess, ownership or control of several?
So,
Like, is there a conglomerate?
So operators can have, per my
Operators,
knowledge,
that's it.
operators can have multiple units or stores. I want to say that Chick-fil-A doesn't recommend them having more than like 2 because they want them to have like a presence in their restaurant because it's like their restaurant. But yeah, they can. Our operator has just our one for now, but like they can have multiples.
They can grow and
yeah.
expand.
Those
Okay.
two don't include doing stuff at like, sports fields or schools and stuff like that.
And
so
the
we could do
catering
stuff
and all
like that,
yeah.
right?
Okay. Awesome.
I got to tell you, you're really good at the whole supply and demand thing because, on Sundays, because it's the Lord's Day when y'all are closed, I want me some Chick-fil-A. I got to have me a chicken
by
sandwich.
himself.
And I'm driving by and I'm like, and I'm like, there's Taco Bell right next to you. I'm like,
Or Popeyes.
See, I wasn't going to
Popeyes,
say that.
Popeyes.
I wasn't going to say it.
Popeyes does have a good chicken sandwich too. I'm just saying. But they never have
Popeyes
it.
ain't got no chicken.
They
They
got
run
no
out of
chicken.
chicken. How would
went
you
to-
run out of
Because
chicken?
Chick-fil-A got all the
Yeah.
chicken. That's why.
Yeah. How you gonna run?
How does a chicken store run out of chicken?
on Sunday.
How you gonna run out of
How
chicken?
you going to run out of chicken on
The last,
Sunday? Come
I'm
on.
not even kidding. The last 3 times I've been to Popeyes, they had no chicken sandwich.
We would never do that to you.
Wow.
I don't know. I haven't been to Popeyes in like 10 years, so.
Chick-fil-A's
that.
got a little
Yeah.
bit deeper, rooted system, if you can say.
I was forced to get chicken strips, and they were not great.
Oh, dude.
Just saying.
We
Just
would
throwing
never.
that out
Should
there.
have just waited till Monday till you could get a Chick-fil-A.
So what are some of the things that you guys have coming up? I mean, as far as like community engagements or things, because you do a lot of things with the community. What are some of the other things that are coming up that you're doing?
For
Can you
sure.
talk about
So last night, actually, she went to Plano Night Out, and I don't.
Oh,
You
cool.
can probably talk more about that because I wasn't there.
Oh, well,
She was a cow.
I don't.
You
Oh,
went
were
as a
you
cow?
the cow?
She's like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about
In the
that.
costume.
So when you're in like the cow costume, your vision and your hearing is very limited. So
Ah.
people would come up to talk to me, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
And you're
And
just
you're
like,
not allowed to talk either.
yeah.
you just move.
I can't do anything. I have to be like
Wow.
completely silent. So I'm just like,
Oh,
Does anybody ever like kick you or anything? Like little kids,
I
like
get poked very
you get
often.
poked a
Uh,
You
lot.
moved to Texas to be a cow. Wow.
It's
Goals.
like a little side like.
It's not Boba, it's bovine.
oh, snap!
Boba
You
the
went there.
bovine.
Oh,
Foster's on a roll.
You're
So
not doing pretty
punny.
good today.
I have I was gonna ask a quick question. So does Chick-fil-A ever have in your plans to do the Impossible Burger?
You guys don't
'Cause
do burgers
it's not
at all.
it's not cows.
It's all
I know you don't have burgers. I know, but it's not.
You can't do impossible chicken.
See, because
Chicken's
they
real.
could do it. They could do it. They could
Chicken's
come
on
out
real.
and there could be a commercial, and the cows could be like, eat more Impossible Burgers. No, he doesn't like that. Is that stupid? You don't like it?
it's Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
man.
stupid will make a ton of money.
Even if you put cheese on it, it's still chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid will make a ton of money. This is the USA.
Hey,
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
because Burger King just did it. Just saying.
Hey, maybe they could make a chicken
Impossible chicken sandwich.
sandwich.
It's not
what
real
would
chicken.
be impossible about
No,
the
it tastes like a
daggone
burger,
chicken?
but it's real
That's what
chicken.
I wanted.
Oh no, the chickens fight back in the commercial, and they're like,
Oh, you know you can get in trouble
and now you
with
got
that.
the chickens and the cows
Oh,
fighting,
wow.
and they're like, whoa, and it's
What
like,
are they going to do? Cross the road?
Yo,
That would be very foul of them.
Jill, that was on time. Yeah.
Very foul of them.
All right, guys, we gotta cut the commercial break, but when we come back, don't go anywhere. We're gonna hear
Thank you,
more
Mickey.
from Jilll Johnson in the
Jill
house.
Johnson in the house again.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk to our audience here.
All
So
right.
I know we're crazy, y'all. I know.
Yep. Hey, before we get any further, how many ever you are on here right now, there's a little arrow right
Yep.
down at the bottom of your screen. Click
I see
that.
that arrow.
Click
Share
that.
it.
Click anyone, and then
Sharing
click
is
share.
Yeah, and I want to know about my idea for the Impossible Chicken Sandwich.
Ebony Lucas.
Okay, do you like that idea? No.
Imposter.
Sheila Anderson said
Imposter.
not.
I
That
have-
was her comment.
I have a lot of good ideas, but that probably wasn't one of them.
Meg Rose said, "Oh no."
Love it. That is amazing. So, here we got another one.
Adam Gresky.
Hey, Carrie Knowles on. Hey, Carrie. How's it going?
Carrie Noel's in the house.
Yeah.
Adam says, Trevor, thank you for explaining the freeze zone during an interview and how trusting that God will take care of you. You're very welcome. Absolutely. Yep.
We speak the truth every once in a while.
Yeah. We try to give some
Yeah,
value.
We do.
We're talking about impossible chicken sandwiches all the time. That's awesome. Guys, put a hashtag in what you're looking for in the comments section. IT, Project Management, QA. Just go ahead and put a hashtag next to it and let us know what you're looking for. And then, again, that question earlier was Dream Company, right? You got a lot of companies right now. So maybe Chick-fil-A is one of them. So put hashtag Chick-fil-A if you're interested in getting on board. And
I would
let
love
us
to
know.
own a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
You'd
you know that would
That'd be cool.
It'd be really cool though.
You'd eat up all the profits though.
It's so competitive.
You got 3 boys.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Crazy
Crazy
competitive.
competitive, yeah.
So I just
Like
have
Harvard
one question.
competitive.
Megros, no Patriots, no baby, no.
How many
I
Chick-fil-A's
love
do you
you.
pass from your drive in Fort Worth to
Oh God,
Plano?
I've counted. I have.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
curious.
everyone's like, why don't you just work at those? And that goes on to what I said earlier. I would drive forever. I'm at 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But the DFW is really populated with tons of Chick-fil-A. We're a huge market for Chick-fil-A. So there's so many.
Holly Gordon wrote a comment in here. She wrote, I like a good Impossible Burger. Well, you have two things that are negatory in that sentence there. Good and Impossible Burger. Those
Wow.
are contradictory.
He went there.
No. I'm with Holly on this one,
Okay,
man.
you gotta
me and
be,
you,
man.
Mark, me and you don't agree because you're like, it can't be a burger without meat.
Nope, it's not meat.
Not meat. I'm sorry, up at the Cowboys
Like
Club.
pizza.
I'm
A
like,
pizza isn't a real pizza unless it's got some meat on
that's
it.
not true. Actually, no, that's not true.
I'm on this
Word
side too.
up.
No.
This is a whole
Okay,
side.
audience, I want to know.
A meal
Hold-
isn't a meal
no.
without meat.
Hold on.
meat.
This is a question for the audience. Hey, let me hear from the audience, okay? I want to know
What they say.
if
Joe
y'all
on
like
fry.
if y'all like margarita pizzas and stuff like that. If you like a good margarita pizza, it's the bomb.
Cheese, tomatoes.
The mozzarella cheese.
I'll call it a
Well,
flatbread.
no, it's got to have
That's a
pepperoni.
flatbread.
It's gotta
Call
have
it a
some
margarita
sausage.
flatbread,
I'm with
but it
you
ain't
on
no
that.
pizza.
Look,
At
you don't,
least pepperoni.
look. All I have to say about you two is that y'all aren't true foodies. If you don't like, you're not foodies. If you say it just has to have meat on
It
it,
got to have meat. Sorry.
you're not a foodie.
Preposterous.
Yeah, no.
Pizza Hut delivers all meat pizzas to my joint. Wow.
Wow. Okay, let's talk again back to our audience. Egbert, what's going on, buddy?
Egbert is a
Hi,
COO,
Egbert.
guys. Egbert is in operations. He has led operations all over the planet.
John Sperrenberg says hashtag IT security.
Yes. Hot area.
Joel, how are you doing? Hashtag Chick-fil-A yum. Just
Hashtag
talking
margarita with
Margarita
meat.
with meat.
margarita.
Margarita with
That's
meat.
a new.
Yes.
That's a new drink.
Well,
Robbie.
Yes.
a chicken
Okay.
margarita pizza.
That's good.
Can y'all come out with that Chick-fil-A? Just saying.
We just came out with mac and cheese. Anything's possible.
Is there
Is it
chicken
good?
in
Is it good?
No, but I
it's
put nuggets in it.
delicious.
Is it Texas mac and cheese?
Hold on. I have to
so
time out real quick. Got to time out. Okay. Because I've been seeing these commercials for KFC in their bowls, and it's macaroni and cheese
No, Michelle.
with chicken all in there. You did?
Yeah,
Was
not
it good?
impressed.
No?
The mac and cheese tasted like
It
bad
was-
mac and cheese.
Well, y'all need to do it right then.
Well, you just order it. You can.
Oh,
you
I
just
can?
go and get some mac and cheese and say you want a fillet on the side and cut it up and boom, mix it together.
Boom, boom, bow.
Michelle says bomb cheese basil tomato yummo.
All
You know
right.
it.
Well, let's get back to the show.
Michelle,
Welcome
you're
back
from
to the Who You Know Job
Better
Networking
now.
Show, where what you know is important,
But
Who you know?
who y'all know can make all the difference in your job search.
And
Hey,
hey.
Jill, we have Jill here.
We got Jill.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hello.
Jill has been all over the CSN. Guys, you know what Jill does? She breaks it down for us. Ooh, you're going to eat that cookie. Okay.
I am gonna eat this cookie right here.
Jill is all of. So,
Cookie me.
did I cut you off, Mark?
No.
I got all excited.
I was raising my hand for a cookie.
So Jill is
Chick-fil-A
going to
cookie.
tell you guys about Ebony Lucas. They cooked up something, and they
pleasure.
said, you know what? We need to know about the individual components of the job search. And there's so many things that we like to cover. And Jill was talking about it at HR this morning. And one of the first things that we talked about is, do you guys know what you want to do? Are you trying to go in that direction? Take it over, Jill.
Thank you so very much, you guys. I've had some great opportunities to connect not just with people in this room, but the people across our community.
Yes.
And those are the people that we serve, right? And Ebony and I connected easily a month ago now. Ebony Lucas, thank you, girl.
Ebony's at work.
Where'd you meet her at?
I met her at Frisco Connect.
FC again.
And it was really about how do we as job seekers embrace and take a very active approach on job seekers and finding what it is we want to do.
I'm sorry, but this cookie is so good.
It's as good as that thing at the
I'm sorry, I
Doubletree
just had to
Hotel.
interrupt and comment about how good
Except
this
no
cookie was.
No nuts.
No
Jill
nuts.
says no nuts. I don't know why Jill hangs out with me. She said no nuts.
Hey,
Well, you know.
that
Sorry.
was squirrel.
With
No
squirrel.
squirrel.
We
Sorry.
did squirrel. Go ahead. Go,
Yep.
Jill.
So what Ebony and I did is we broke it down into a couple different buckets. So
Right.
self-assessment, resume, networking, interview, the close, and onboarding.
Mm-hmm.
And kicked it all off with self-assessment. And the thing that is incredibly important is you have to take action. You can't
Got to.
just sit on the sidelines and expect the door's going to open for you. You have to pound that door open appropriately.
Uh-huh.
And
Appropriately. You guys.
yes.
Yes.
And it really is, do you know who you are? And are you okay with it? And if you're not, what do you want to do differently and what are you going to change about you?
Yeah.
The only one that can embrace my job search for me is me. I have to own it and I have to be accountable to myself. So we talked yesterday, why are you here? And today, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Have you prepared to network? And I think, whether it's a meeting that you're going to for personal or professional, your head and your heart have to prepare for every engagement you're going to have.
I love that. Can I
Go ahead. Go
add
ahead.
a
I was
question on
about to
that?
bring you in.
Okay, so why are you here, right?
Absolutely.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
So I have a question for the audience. I mean, I love y'all. Why y'all here?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to get out of the show? Put that in
Ah.
the comments section. Jill just said it. When you go to any meetings, stuff like that,
Absolutely.
right? Like this is a meeting. This is an online meeting. If you're online, listen to us. Why are you here? What do you want to get out of
What
this?
you up in here for?
Anyway,
No, and I think that's so incredibly important because we have to know what we want. I have an idea of, this would be so incredibly amazing to do. But if I don't mentally prepare and emotionally prepare for what it is that I'm going to embark on, I'm never going to get there. And I've already set myself up for failure.
I'm a recruiter. I'm thinking about interviews. Are you guys going to explain to me what value you're going to bring to my company? Do you have any ideas about what we're looking for? We posted the job. That's kind of mechanical. But about that job, I know you've had experience doing that job, but what in excess of what we're thinking about maybe can you bring to my company?
And that's where you have to differentiate yourself. And the only way you can do that is knowing who you are. And to your point, Foster, you have to know your value.
You got to.
And like I said this morning, value isn't money, although that's important, an important piece of it.
Yeah.
But the value that I bring is what's going to help you as a company grow and to be profitable and long-term retention. I bring a skill set where you can not just assess great talent in me, but I'm going to assess great talent. I'm going to keep my team because I'm going to help them see and understand their value because I see and understand my own.
I had a
Hashtag
big
gift.
team at Verizon when I was at Verizon. I did not hire anybody that I was not convinced that they were going to come to the company and add some sort of maybe personality, something to the job that's going to get me excited.
Yep.
Get everybody else excited. If I get excited, I'm the manager. I know everybody else is going to get excited.
It's almost like that old adage, right? You can't love someone else if you don't love yourself.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's what Jill said this morning.
Yeah.
I did. And it's true because if I'm not drinking my own Kool-Aid, how can I get anybody else to drink it?
Yeah, you don't put enough sugar in your Kool-Aid.
Well, it's because I'm
I mean,
sweet.
I'm a black man. Come on now.
And we really, and I talked about what is the biggest concern you have this week? And I think that's another piece of humility as a job seeker. You have to be able to say, okay, here are my biggest concerns. Here's my bucket. It's going to be as heavy as I let it be. And then I'm going to make a plan. How do I lighten my load? And some of it might be taking a short-term assignment, taking a short-term job. Maybe it's driving Uber or for CoreMed, who is similar to Uber. And if anybody wants to know about
I
them,
didn't even know about that.
CourMed pays just like Uber, and you don't have people and or food that smells up your car, right?
Oh, there you go.
It's
Like
a
that.
different idea. I learned about it through Jill.
That's awesome.
That relationship. You guys knew I was going to say relationship, didn't you?
So there's things like
Format.
that.
Okay.
Or are you going to just let it get heavier and heavier and heavier? It's up to you, but you have to take action. And then we talked about the resume, right? Everybody has a resume. We know that if it doesn't
Yeah.
have those keywords the right time for the right person, it could potentially go into that black hole, right? And we talked about,
Oh, it will.
here it is, it's gone through, I made it through, I got a phone interview. What am I going to do to differentiate myself?
Yeah.
Do I bring the same resume or do I bring one that might differentiate myself a little bit? So it's okay to be a little creative with the resume you present as long as the data is the same.
Right.
So where you've worked, what you did, and the dates have to be the same on both. However, it's customized to you, showing that you have a little personality.
Right, right. And we've actually talked about that, and there have been, I think, through the Career Search Network and other groups too, it's called different things. I call it a marketing slick, right, on yourself. So
Oh, yeah.
you've already submitted your resume.
Yeah,
You've already had your resume in for the interview, and they've either read it or not. And when you're sitting there in the interview, and you might be able to speak to this, when you're sitting there in the interview and you have a resume in front of you, the interviewer, if you're interviewing somebody, you're not able to read through it all as you're talking with them. So make it easy. Just bring something very presentable, a little white paper or one pager on you, and it's visually appealing, very easy to read, and kind of summarizes your skills and experience in your resume.
And
Absolutely.
here's something else I would add to that. So the question yesterday was, do you bring the original or something different? And I think the right answer is both. You bring them both, but you hand them, don't hand them the original.
Right.
Hand them the marketing slick, okay? And then when they ask you the questions, do you have any other questions, or it's your time to ask some questions? One of the questions I would always ask is, I'm super interested to hear what you saw in my resume that brought me here today.
That's good.
What was it that you saw? And that's what you want to focus on. The conversation, whatever they tell you, that's what they brought you there for.
That's what they like.
That's what they like.
awesome.
So focus on that.
You already got
Drive in
advantage,
on that.
yeah.
Have stories about it. Go in and just kill it.
Absolutely. Love it.
Job
Really
seekers,
good.
check this out. Guys, okay, mainly, not all, but mainly Generation X and baby boomers. Guys, we got to stop sending the same resume for all kinds of different kinds of jobs. That relevance that needs to be on that resume needs to explain why. Not only that I have done what you're looking for somebody to do, to hire somebody to do, but how did I do it and how did it end up? What were some of your wins along the way? Prove it. Yeah, you're saying you can do it, but prove it. Guys, if we do not customize our resume, guess what we're going to hear? That.
Not even.
Nothing.
Not even.
Yeah.
You won't even
Not
hear
even
that.
So, Jill,
I
I want to hear a little bit more about the process that you went through in getting the offer right at Samsung. Great, well-known, established company. What set you apart? Did you get feedback? Did you get more information back from them?
I did, and I've been really fortunate. I have gotten feedback from a couple different people that I've interviewed, and it's been similar, right? So I may not have gotten the offer from a couple other people, but they gave me great feedback. And one company that I interviewed with, and then I'll get to Samsung because it was similar. One company that I interviewed with, they were like, "You were our top choice." However, we had an internal that came up in the 11th hour, and my response was awesome. Thank you, number one, for giving me feedback, because the recruiter actually said, if you'd like feedback, call me. We never get that, or rarely.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and that told me that there was something she wanted me to know.
Gotcha.
So I picked up the phone and I called her. She goes, "I am so glad you called." She said, "I just want you to know every single person you interviewed with loved what you brought to the table. They recommended you for jobs with the company at any other time, but they had an internal come in." And I said, "You know what? That's fantastic, because I've been in those shoes. And if I have the choice between an internal and an external, I'm taking the internal all day."
100%.
They already know the culture. They're
They
already
know.
ingrained. And as a
and
job seeker, you have to embrace that.
Well, and it also, for the culture of the company, that inspires the other employees, because they're just thinking, there's
opportunity.
I'm not
Yes.
just stuck,
Right.
right? They can look at it and go, "Oh, I can move up this ladder." So totally, I agree with that. Go with the internal all day long.
And the other piece of feedback that I got was, and I've talked about this now for a couple of weeks because I've been given a great platform, so thank you. But honestly, it's been bomb videos. So,
you read my mind.
so whether it has been a connection with someone on LinkedIn that pointed me in the right direction, I have sent them a thank you video, not just a, "Hey, thanks" on Messenger, right?
Right.
"Hey, thanks for connecting me with so-and-so." This person really only knows me through my LinkedIn profile. So I have sent a bomb thank you that 30 seconds or less. Thank you so much for connecting me with ABC. I hope you have an amazing day. I really want to stay connected. And I get a response back that says, wow, thank you so much for personalizing
We've been getting a lot
this
of that.
interaction.
I want to dive in on that real quick. So I know you brought your whiteboard. Go ahead and grab that thing. Grab that whiteboard.
I was just about to ask her if she put their name on the whiteboard.
And Monkey Butt in the studio. I'm going to pull up real quick. Logging into Bomba. I wonder if I'm logged out or logged in or if this is going to work. We're going to try to do a live demonstration for you right here of Bomb. If it'll log me in.
I see, Monkey.
Let's see. So what would you do? So you're trying to get their attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Jill? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to do this.
Ooh, in green, too.
So.
And my Bomb's not working.
All good.
That's okay.
So I am going to, if you guys can see this, it says, thank you, Mark, and or whomever I'm talking to.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to put it right here. Actually, I put it to the left of my face because it's a better angle.
Look like Vanna White over there.
I know. Red, I wear it every day. Red or white, right? And I'll talk for a second and say, hey, Mark, I just wanted to take a moment. It's Jilll Johnson. I just want to take a moment to say thank you for visiting with me yesterday. I appreciated the time that you had to spend with me and help me understand and learn more about your company and or whatever the situation is. And then whether it's a networking or an interview, I talk about one or two highlights briefly. If for some reason I want to revisit a question in an interview that either I think I nailed or maybe I think I didn't, gives me a great opportunity to one more time say, and I appreciated when we talked about engagement or culture or whatever that was.
Right.
And please know that my heart and passion is to deliver and ensure that I am part of the solution long term, not just short term or whatever that looks like.
Jill, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. So I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Oh, it's working.
Just scoot over here. Yep, it is working. So we're gonna make a Bomb video, both of us right here. So we're gonna give everybody a test. Monkey Butt, is this in the feed? Just want to make sure we're in the feed. Okay, cool. So everybody can see this. So
you need to move your camera up.
I have.
It's not in it.
Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah,
she's right there.
got it. Yeah.
So I got my little Chrome browser. I got Bomb up here in the Chrome browser, and we're gonna hit this little button. 3, 2, 1. Hey, this is Jilll Johnson in the house.
Hey everybody, this is Jill and this is Trevor.
Hey, what's going on? And it's pretty simple from there. You just put the play button and you hit the stop button, right? And then what it does,
it's uploading.
It's loading, right? And what it does is then when you save the video, check this out. Something really cool. Oh, first of all, I don't like that thumbnail. Let's make a new thumbnail.
Ooh, let's make
I don't like it because your face is covered, Jill.
I know.
Come on, let's do another one. Come on. So we don't have to re-record the whole video. Watch this. Okay, so now her face is shining, and there's my face. So now I saved an all-new thumbnail. Look, there's my new thumbnail. So now I'm going to save the video. Okay, and give me just a second here.
Just keep swimming.
Yeah.
and then that's where you send it out.
It does something really neat. It turns it into a link, so you can take that video into a link, or you can copy HTML and send it in an email. So what this allows you to do now is you can reach out to somebody on LinkedIn, and you could send that message to them, and it pulls up that preview just like that, so they get to see, oh, there's Jill right there, and it's only 13 seconds, so
Maybe I should watch it.
Yeah, maybe I should watch it.
And very few people are doing this.
Yeah, not many people are doing it, and so it sets you apart. Here's something I want y'all to see, too. Check this out. I'm going to load up all my videos. Look at this. Guys, this is something I do on a daily basis. Look at this. And the thing is you want to personalize it. You want to write their name on it. Whoever you're sending that message out to, personalize it. This is like a voicemail, okay? But a
better.
video, but better. It's video. You're there in person, right?
They get to see you.
They get to see you. So it just rehumanizes the job search process. So thank you for me putting you on the spot like that.
Absolutely. Bring it.
And what our experience has been when you send that to companies, they start sharing that all across that company. You know, there are departments that don't even know who you are, and they see your video. Somebody feels that it's necessary to let their friends know, hey, this girl named Jilll Johnson.
If I can, I want to talk about the adoption rate because, you obviously have just taken the ball and run with it and have experienced tremendous results from it. We have so many people that come through our network who we are teaching this technology, these tactics, these strategies, and yet they are still not using it. They are still not doing it. Or if they are, maybe somebody tries it, sends out a couple videos and doesn't really get anywhere, gets maybe some negative experience with it, and so they stop. And that's exactly what you shouldn't do. You
Agreed.
If you've started, you've done the hard part.
Well,
You just need to continue using it. You will get. We know that you're going to get results from it.
Well, and here's the thing I want to say to that real quick is that Michael Jordan wasn't Michael Jordan the first time he shot a basketball.
Right.
So the first time you make a video, expect that it's not going to be good. Right? It's not going to be good. Don't beat yourself up that you're like, I can't do this.
Oh, that's not going to work for me.
Like, you're not going to be good the first time.
But they say practice makes perfect.
Right.
So do you really think that my first video I sent directly to an employer?
No.
It
probably was no good, was it?
No.
I mean, you're great, but your first video probably was no good.
I sent it to myself, and then when I was a little courageous, I sent it to my friends, my family. They were my practice people.
There
and
you
it
go.
just said, practice makes perfect. Please don't judge too hard. Right?
Love it. Love that. Guys, for the radio, that's our show. It's all about
who y'all know. LinkedIn Live, stay here.
Yeah, LinkedIn Live, don't go anywhere.
Facebook Live, stay here. YouTube Live, stay here.
Yeah, stay with us.
Yeah. Guys, keep letting us know what's going on out there. Ask questions.
Yeah, ask questions. And Don Mason says, yes, Bomb Bomb is amazing. Love it. Yep. So we got some Bomb Bomb fans on. If you use Bomb Bomb, if you've ever used this service before, and had any kind of success, we'd love to hear it. And if you didn't, I want to know what it was that you didn't like. If you started using it and you're like, what was it? Did you have challenges with the software? Was it customer service maybe?
Now let me do this.
What was it?
Let's ask. So, Adri, if you have been interviewing somebody, do you normally get follow up from them? Like after the interview, they send you like a thank you card, or what do people normally do?
If they do.
If they do.
If they do. I'll get an
do.
email. I'm with my phone. I use my phone for work, so I'll get a text back. But typically text or an email is what I get.
Okay. Do people call?
Yes,
they'll call
sometimes they'll call.
And you'll answer and engage
yes,
with
for
okay,
sure.
Good. Has anybody ever sent you a video?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
But if somebody calls or makes the effort, you feel like they want that job.
For sure. For sure. They stand out. And if they were to send me a video, they would absolutely stand out.
So here's the really cool thing is out of all the videos that I've sent out, there's maybe less than 5 or 6 that were ever viewed that I didn't get an immediate response from. And it was, thank you for your creativity. So great. Thank you for revisiting that point. Cutting edge, creative, positive. Thank you for your energy. And that is, as a job seeker, again, that's reinforcing to me. I've never gotten a thank you before.
Yeah. So what you're saying is the firewalls and companies did not stop your video, did
they? Did not.
Yeah.
Not even with Samsung.
Y'all don't even try that one. I don't even want to see y'all say that.
Well, and what I would like to ask is, okay, so now you've landed the job. Bomb Bomb helped you. Are you going to still use it?
Absolutely.
Are you going to use it with the company?
I will ensure that I can.
Yeah, if they let you,
right?
right?
If I can't, then I will continue to use it in other avenues.
Other avenues.
Share
in
the
the communities
idea.
in which I serve.
The reason I bring that up is there's a gentleman in mind, JP Vercalone, who he landed using Bomb Bomb and continued to use it with his company and impressed his supervisor so much because when they would have meetings, he would recap the meeting and talk about action items and and he would send a video to his supervisors saying, hey, it was a great meeting. Here's kind of what we learned. And like they were blown away because first of all, that's why they hired him. Second of all, he started using it with the company and they were like just super impressed
That's
that
awesome.
they promoted him. And so just
Ooh, I wish I had that.
if
at Verizon
Samsung
for my folks
if
in South
Samsung
America
allows you to use
especially.
it, you need to continue.
And like I said, I'm going to continue to use it regardless because I believe in it. And I believe in the power of the message. It's like so many people have lost the power of the pen, right?
Yeah.
We get a birthday card and a Christmas card, and some of those aren't even signed by a real pen, right? So I'm old school that way. I believe in the power of the pen. I think it's important to still send a letter every once in a while or a card that I handwrite. However, when it comes to the job market, we have to differentiate ourselves.
Yeah.
And this is, I will tell you, was I fully embracing this when you guys first launched it off? No.
Probably not.
Nope. I sent this guy way too many, and finally he's just like, can you try it one more time? And I'm okay with feedback, right?
Yeah.
You have to be. And the hardest thing, and I'll get off my soapbox here, but the hardest thing was getting over the fact that I was afraid of it.
Yeah. Davey Barbosa down in Brazil. Are you listening, brother? We were just talking about this.
Well, let's see who is listening. We got a great audience with us today. Ebony Lucia says, I still use it.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, girl.
In
Love
fact,
it.
she joined
Ebony's
us
from
yesterday
Louisiana.
and this
Wow.
morning
Yeah.
via BombBomb.
Yeah, we got to see you in Frisco Connect because of BombBomb. How cool is that? We got to see you there. William Adams says, it shows my age. Well, William, I do want to
Good,
tell you
William.
that.
You're not old as Foster.
William, I want to tell you this. I agree with you. It does show your age. But guess what? When they hire you, they're going to see your age too. So
Amen,
you can't
brother.
run from that. You can't run from it.
that.
So get out in front of it as soon as you can.
And it shows that you're not afraid of technology and that you and your resume are just as competitive because you're not afraid to embrace change
Yep.
as someone who has graduated in the last 3 years.
Trevor, what was Jake Milton's word?
Adaptable.
Adaptability.
Yep. You got to be able to adapt in 2019. Because think about it. If you don't, you will end up like a Blockbuster. Blockbuster didn't adapt, and they gone.
Many of you guys that use Jane Ryan for coaching, what did she tell you guys about adaptability? Because it's important for Gen X and especially for baby boomers. You know why? Because this year will be the last year that baby boomers are the majority of the workers in the workforce. It's going to be Trevor's people next year.
You know, I think we might do another class, just kind of a subclass of our workshop for BombBomb users only. You got to have your subscription and be ready, and that way we
And do
can
a hands-on workshop.
a little bit more
Yeah.
hands-on and best practices and tips and stuff. And that way, and maybe we can practice in the class, like everybody can kind of practice together and get out of that comfort zone together, right? Let's get out of that. Let's get out of that comfort zone. I think that would be really, really helpful. But and I've thought about that before. My
Maybe
only
we could
thought is
get
like
somebody out from BombBomb to do it.
Ooh.
yeah. Well, they're out in Colorado, so I don't know if I've tried to get them out here several times. So BombBomb, you listening? You need to come out here.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Ooh.
You guys are an hour behind us anyway.
No, I'm just kidding. They
Slap
they
that
know,
book down like it was salty.
No, they know what we
That
love.
did look
Actually,
salty.
they're probably coming down in January 2020, I think it is, for Video Marketing World. I'm trying to talk and pick up this book at the same time.
Multitask.
Video Marketing World 2020.
It was April, wasn't it?
Oh, is it April?
April, yeah.
Yeah, April. So I'm hoping that they're going to be there. And if they're there, they're gonna be there, they're gonna be here. We've already had that discussion. Ethan Butte, he's actually the author of this book. By the way, let me go pick it up real quick.
Sorry, Ethan.
Ethan knows we love him. That's why I'm just by throwing it on the ground, I want him to know we want you here, man.
We got to get
messing around.
Sheila Anderson one of those books. She was promised one and she hadn't got it yet.
Oh, we'll get her the book. I'm trying to let Ethan know that I'm tired of selling it for you, brother. You need to come down here and
Ethan, you on blast, baby.
I want to meet you in person, man. It's one of those
too long.
Well, it's one of those funny things that you can literally build a relationship through video. I know this guy already. Like, I feel like I do. You know what I mean? I've never met him in person, and this has happened so many times with me, where me and we sent videos back and forth. And you
Job seekers.
Yeah. Oh, you get to know people
all the time,
and then you meet in person, and you're like, oh, and it's crazier. Like,
it's almost like the bond is stronger.
It is stronger.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's funny. It's so funny. So, like, I already know Ethan. We joke around. That's why I threw the book. It's just a joke. Ethan, we love you. This book right here, guys, I just want to point this out. Rehumanize Your Business. This is the #1 seller on Amazon for business communications, and that's what your job is as a job seeker. Your job is to communicate with businesses, okay? And so this is going to help you do it more effectively, and it's going to rehumanize it, because the job search process, I promise you, is so dehumanized.
It really
So
is.
you need to pick up this book, and you need to get BombBomb. And thank you so much, Jill, for all your testimonials about all this stuff, because the job seekers need to hear it, right?
We need more testimonials. So if you are out there using BombBomb and you have a story, you've got a successory, make sure that you share that with us. Write it in the comments. Send us an email. Send us a message on LinkedIn. We want to hear them.
And before you go, Jill, you got something to say?
I just have one thing. One of the things that I was asked both yesterday and today is, what is the #1 question that I ask when the interview is done?
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to ask a question. And the question that I ask is, what is it that's not in the job description that you are looking for a solution to in the next 30, 60, 90 days? AKA, what do you really expect of me and what really will a job be? But when I ask them, what's not in the job description?
Let's get real.
Yeah.
Keep it real. And every single time they kind of breathe and they're like, oh, she gets it. Because all those job descriptions, or the majority of them, are pretty vanilla, pretty candid.
Yeah.
And there's no detail,
Right.
right?
Poorly
Other than-
written, a lot of them.
And they're not written by the hiring manager nine
That's
times
right.
out of 10.
Sometimes it's
So-
not. DOD, you listening?
Find that way to ask a question that says, what is it you're really looking for?
Right.
And then it's a great opportunity for you one more time to share with them why you are the best person for that role.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Great.
Love it.
That is awesome.
All
That
right,
is
guys.
Awesome. That's it.
We gots to go, but before we do that, a couple things I want to point out are to hit that share button on your way out. Okay, hit that share button on your way out. Show some love. Keep us in your prayers, and also go check out our YouTube channel. Okay, check out the YouTube channel. There's some different content on there, and we're bringing out some new stuff. So it's also a cool way, because a lot of times these LinkedIn's, they get lost. Like LinkedIn.
Yeah.
As much as we love them, they're a phenomenal platform.
Yes.
They don't have a good library system yet. So like YouTube is
And
better.
on YouTube, you can subscribe.
Yeah, you can subscribe,
So
and you
get
can go check
notified,
out.
and it's all centrally located
Yeah.
right there. Yep.
Yeah, and you can search. You know, it's a search engine, so it's Google, right? So you can go search. So go subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. We love you.
Yeah, and if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, then you might get some free Chick-fil-A.
Ooh.
Oh,
on your
Adrian Lopez is
on your
blast.
receipt if you do the survey.
Or if you download the Chick-fil-A one app.
Download the app,
download the
So
Chick-fil-A
Eat
app.
more
yeah.
chicken.
subscribe to our YouTube channel, and download the Chick-fil-A app.
And get you
Chick-fil-A
a
one
cookie
app.
More cookies.
and some sweet tea.
Are these standard cookies that you get at?
They're the
These
only
are-
cookies.
I just
Wow.
it blows my mind how good like some cookies
just
are,
touched it.
and
I'm
then
gonna
I cook
dip-
them at home.
I'm
and
gonna
it's
dip
like,
my
wow.
cookie in sweet tea.
Oh,
Diabetes.
man,
And
why
we're
would
out.
you do that? What did you do? You blew it.
Bye.
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 It's all about